So yesterday, Verydarkman and Deji Adeyanju started the protest against Wike. I said Wike must go. And Wike must stop demolition. Because Wike is demolishing Ruga area. And Ruga area is a place for poor people. If you go there and zinc houses, you will see for the area when they demolish. He's demolishing them and rendering hundreds of people homeless. Right? The annoying part is that they demolish these properties and they share the people we like. The last time they demolished Lugbe, he allocated all those lands to Radcom. Now it's demolishing Ruga area. If you see the videos of the demolition, you go weep for those innocent people that have to suffer without where to stay. Let me show you this. This is a crowd.
It's because of the ongoing massive demolition in the FCT by the Honorable Minister of FCT, Wike. The reason why we have come to this particular location, there are 4 different demolitions affecting thousands, more than 15,000 residents of the FCT in this location alone. You can see here children who their parents are directly affected. You can also see that there is a victim. One of the victims was shot.
Wow.
He's here. The media have captured. He has just been brought from the hospital. He was shot on the leg.
They shoot the leg.
Property worth millions of naira. Shops have been destroyed. After the demolition, the FCD and the FCTA administration, they not only did they demolish, they burned properties here.
Wow.
As you can see, the media can go around to verify for themselves. We have come to identify with the poor people who are affected. And we have also been briefed. We were briefed just yesterday. By all the affected residents that we should take up their matter in court on their behalf. So we have come not just to sympathize, but to assess the level of damage, that they have witnessed here, with the intention of approaching the courts. But before we do that next week, we are using this medium to appeal to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to consider the plights of FCT residents who are barely just surviving. Yeah. Their goal is just to survive.
Just to survive.
Many of the residents here are people who were driven away from Borno, from Adamawa, from Yobe, from Zamfara. They reside because of insurgency and insecurity in the country. They live here. They work in the FCT. They are builders. They are painters. They are shoemakers. They are doing so much good work for the community. They are drivers. And there is no justification. They help the security agencies in the FCT to prevent crime. In the FCT, there is no justification for these demolitions, for the ongoing demolitions. These demolitions are unconscionable. They are too many. And we are appealing to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces that, Mr. President, you must do something about this. That these people are harassed frequently by members of the FCTA administration. We are sending a note of warning to people in government and the ruling elite that the only way they sleep and the ruling elite can sleep is if poor people are allowed to sleep.
They are allowed to
that
breathe.
When poor people are not allowed to sleep,
nobody
that the
will
rich in
sleep.
the society will not be able to sleep. True. We passionately make an appeal to the President that the President should impress upon the FCT Minister, Wike, to stop destroying and demolishing poor people's homes and allocating to rich people. That there is no justification to demolish here and allocate it to rich people. That there's no overriding public interest here. This is not the main road. You can see the main road is very far away from here. Why are you demolishing poor people's homes and allocating at the same time to rich people? Rich people should go to Asokoro, Guzape. They should go and focus there. This place is airport road, for God's sake. Why are you coming to take over poor people's land and allocating it to rich people? It does not make sense.
At all.
In solidarity, you all know my brother and a great patron, Verydarkman, is also here to show solidarity, and several other comrades. So I will allow Verydarkman to please shed more light on the reason why we are here.
The repercussion of something like this will cost us a lot, especially in Abuja. First of all, this place that have been demolished is not anywhere on the road. Please, one house. It's not anywhere on the road or beside the road. Look at the faces of these people. I hate to stereotype, but it is what it is at the end of the day. What will happen after this demolition is prison, stealing, snatching of phones, crime. People to collect things from their hands, because these people will be desperate. At a time like this where the economy is not favoring anybody, people are suffering, the prices of things are going up, and you are demolishing. Why can't you try another pattern by actually looking for people in your team to look for a pattern to create housing for these people, even if it's a cheaper housing, before you demolish. But you are demolishing and you are putting them on the street to go and do what? Are they going back to Boronu, where they're napping, where they are bombing? Are they going back to Kano, where there is insurgency and everything? No, they will not go back. They will be here. They will cause another problem for us here. So at the end of the day, it's so crazy that the elites are thinking that the poor people are not part of us. The poor people are your brothers and your sisters. While your daughters are at home, these people are other people's daughters and other people's sons. Look at the children. Look at them on the ground. What are these kids going to be up? What are they going to grow up and be? Look at them on the ground. Look at them on the ground. No school for them again because their parent does not have anywhere to stay. If rain falls now like this, the rain will fall on these children and the rain will fall on these people. So, Nelson Wike, Honorable Minister, I don't know what you are using this land for. According to Verydarkman and according to the law, the only way you demolish is when what? Let Verydarkman explain that part.
Overriding public interest.
Overriding public interest.
Not to reallocate to another person.
Good. Not to reallocate because we are entering here now, estate and all that. I understand that you want to develop Abuja. Fine. We see the work that you have done. But in order to develop, you cannot just displace people. You have to create housing for them. We cannot live without the poor people. The poor people are the ones that will do some odd jobs that you, the rich people, will not do. Shey Wike want pens? No. Wike want the sweep road? No. So the people at the sweep road, then they're going to say Pasokoro. It makes no sense. So please, Honorable Minister, and I want to appeal to the President of the Federal Republic, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please don't let this demolition go on. These people are not affecting any development in Abuja. Destruction is easy. Development is hard. Try developing. Let's see. It's not only to destroy. 2 years ago, when we were staying in Dagba Area 1, it was demolished. We stayed under the ruin. I stayed under the ruin with my mother. We were looking for where to stay. There was no place for us to stay. We stayed there for days. So I understand what these people are going through. And guess what? Up to today, they've not developed Dagba. Like that. Can you imagine? Do you understand? So this one now, you are trying to pursue them because of maybe one of your friends, or I said maybe before Nasumi, maybe because of one of your friends or one of all these people that have given you money, maybe because it's always like that at the end of the day. So Nelson Wike, think about all these people and even think about all these children before you continue this act. Thank you.
We'll go around so that we can see the level of destruction and damage.
Now let me show you how the demolition is going on in that place. Can you see this? Right in the presence of the people, they are taking out their property. And you can see a lot of these houses are sink houses. See, things they fall for your people's time. They don't even care if you hurt anybody. Can you imagine? No, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is pure wickedness. See, the people carry their loot for it. They don't know where they go. Now what? You see, if politicians are not wicked, are we even supposed to be having this discussion? Because just now when President Tinubu did campaign, He said, let the poor breathe. If not wickedness, a scheme that is aimed at making the homeless people more homeless and giving these lands to rich people, is it supposed to be something we are discussing? Few weeks ago, you demolished Lube and you allocated those lands to Rancom for one ridiculous amount. Now you are demolishing Ruga. Only God knows who you go allocate this one to. Those of them who they allocate these lands to, how until they sleep, knowing fully well that you took properties of the poorest of the poor. How do you guys sleep? Are we supposed to be discussing this? You see, overall, Wike is not a bad minister. His development, his work, and everything is fine. But this is idea of demolishing lands of poor area and giving it to who he likes is the one that will not work. And all these wickedness is because say Abuja no vote them. All this evil. Now because say they do election now, Abuja no vote APC. So they want to deal with them. Because explain to me, it makes sense. And the president is watching. If we no shout, they don't do anything about it. So we're asking everybody, please join us to shout. Thank you. Join us to shout. My son, they join us, they shout. Everybody, please join us to shout. So that this nonsense can stop. Because just now whether they prosecute children, if we no shout, they will not stop that one. When you do these things to those people, and they don't have houses to stay, they will resort to crime. And when they resort to crime, now me and you, when they drive small motor, will be the first victims. Because these politicians have security for life. We get a former governor for life. He go get security and security allocation. Their children don't live here. So they can mess this place up for us. That's why we have to speak. No need for Wike must go yet. Wike stop the demolition. If he doesn't stop that demolition, we now move to Wike must go. Because this is getting out of hand. How can you be doing? Ha!